Yeah, no, I can't, honest to God. I'm not being falsely this or that. It's hard for me to, I can't get a hold of that. But
Do you think that being involved in Sundance has had a toll on your own career?
it has, absolutely. It's that I've not been able to do as many films as I'd like to make because of a commitment to Sundance that grew larger than I imagined. And when you commit, you commit.
But Redford, who is divorced, the father of 3 grown children, and now our grandfather, still has plenty of star power. And he's got several new acting and directing projects going, including a film he's hoping to do with his old partner from both Butch Cassidy and The Sting. You seem like you have had just a great life. Do you think you have?
Better than most. I've enjoyed it a lot. The good and the bad. It's all been a great education.
What do you think it is that pushes you? What makes you keep going?
It's the idea that if you can do more, you should.
If you look out this way,
yeah,
you see that range there, that's the Jemez Mountain range. And
Robert
behind
Redford just wouldn't look right in a city. He spent most of his life in places with more rocks than people, like his 250-acre ranch outside Santa Fe, New Mexico.
you can see why this had impact on me.
Yeah.
When I saw that, and I realized, well, there's a great part of America that used to look that way, but there's less and less of it now, so why don't I buy some land here where I can preserve at least this view?
His love of nature is as much his signature as his windswept hair. But it's perhaps one scene from one of his most famous movies that best sums up how Robert Redford has lived his life.
Can I move?
Move? What the hell you mean move?
I'm better when I move.
Yeah.
Is that true for you in real life?
Yeah, I think so. I like movement. I always have.
At 82, he says it's time to move on from acting.
It's hard for me to hear that when you say it.
It's hard for me to say it.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, you don't like talking about your end. I mean, who does? You know, I can't do this forever. I've been doing it since I was 21. As you move into your 80s, you say, hey, that's enough. That's enough.
It's not exactly retirement. He'll still direct and produce. But as far as big screen performances, he says, it's time to go.
This place is not my style.
Not your style. You have style.
I do.
His last role, opposite Sissy Spacek, offers one more chance to show off his charm and wry smile.
I don't believe a word you say.
Probably a good idea.
In The Old Man and the Gun, he plays an aging bank robber on the run.
You're doing a great job.
The story is based on a real man, Forrest Tucker, who started robbing banks as a teenager in the late 1930s and never stopped.
Step on it.
This is not only a true story, but I can connect with it very, very easily because of the whole idea of an outlaw.
Excuse me, I'd like to open up an account.
Well, great. What type of account do you have in mind?
This kind.
I think probably I must have been born with an outlaw sensibility.
You think?
In terms of my nature, yeah, because from the time I was just a little kid, I was always wanting to go away from the rules. I didn't want to break any. I just didn't want to be held by them. In kindergarten, I ran away 3 times.
He was born in Santa Monica, California, in the shadow of Hollywood, but had no interest in movies as a career.
I grew up in kind of a rough neighborhood, and we'd go to matinees. Anytime there was a love scene on the screen, we'd go, oh, boo, you tell him, lover, you know, and make fun of the scene. Suddenly the idea that I would be that guy is just too much for me to take. You know?
Success got bigger and bigger, that you felt a certain danger in the air. What was the danger?
Success. I think success is a double-edged sword. You want to shadow box with it, but you don't want to embrace it or dance too close.
Obviously, good looks are nothing to be shy about, but did you feel that sometimes people were looking at that instead of looking at the work?
I did, and in the beginning it was a surprise to me because I didn't see myself that way.
You didn't see yourself as good looking?
No, I didn't.
Really?
So therefore, when it happened, I was kind of taken back. And I thought, well, I guess it could be worse.
Redford starred in hit after hit, but many of those films he's never watched.
How many have you not seen?
I don't know. I haven't ever counted them, but a lot. Because I thought if I look at myself too much, I'm going to be too aware of myself, and that means when I go to do something new.
Redford, the leading man with a Golden Boy looks, who won an Oscar for directing Ordinary People and later became a godfather for the independent film as founder of the Sundance Film Institute, has died. He was 89 years old. I welcome you guys back on here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. Cindi Berger, the chief executive of the publicity firm Rogers Cowan PMK, came out and confirmed the news to the reporters, saying that Robert Redford passed away on September 16th, 2025 at his home at Sundance in the mountains of Utah, and the place he loved, surrounded by those he loved. Berger said in a statement that he will be missed greatly and the family requests privacy in this moment in time. The actor turned director, who had a stellar run in such films as Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, The Way We Are, The Sting, 3 Days of Condor, and All the President's Men, had worked tirelessly, frequently both in front and behind the camera in recent years, and his last on-screen acting job was in 2019's Avengers Endgame, in which he reprised his role as Secretary Alexander Pierce and joined several other Marvel vets such as Michael Douglas and Tilda Swinton. Redford had starring roles in A Walk in the Woods, which became a breakout in the hit. I think that was in around 2018, The Old Man and the Gun, that drew positive reviews, and of course he also served as executive producer on numerous television projects. He's survived by his wife Cindi Berger, 2 children, and several grandchildren. We are sending our deepest condolences to the whole family, friends, and everyone who knew and loved the legend. Rest in power, King.